So last thing I'll talk about, and this is really a good option for the assignment. You call it like the hypercube or whatever you want to call it, right? But shared vanishing points and horizon lines. So a lot like our first drawing on Cowboy Town. Only here, negative spaces, positive shapes, interior cuts, exterior projections, like all the parts of this go to the same direction too, go to the same vanishing points. This would be true as the same as the door or the window in our Cowboy Town, right? But here it's all just put into this more complex object. Rather than a bunch of simple things, we have one complicated thing. But, right? Even inside those windows, they're all down here. And it's really fun. So this time we're going to do like the hypercube idea, right? And I just want to show you a little bit about manipulating shapes. So we're going to say that we're going to create a form and then change the form in perspective. And I want this to feel like I'm going to be below it a little bit, right? Like I'm going to look up tall at it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my vanishing points way outside. And the first thing I want to do is, I think, just establish this kind of overall monolith. Right? So there we go. Now we've got our big floating hypercube in space. Well, let's say that I want to knock that corner out and make it have a little parking garage in there. That's easy to do. Right? So I've used orthogonals from this direction, these are parallel with these two lines, to create that notch. What I also know is that any roof line that I see, this line is going to be parallel to that line, so that undercut is going to go to the other vanishing point. Right? So now I've made this cool little garage on the bottom of my floating house. Right? Maybe I want to take that whole corner out. See how the corner moved back and to the right relative to the leading edge corner of the building, right? We sunk it in, sunk it into the building. So now I've got this cool cutout corner. Okay? Maybe I want like a patio to come off of here. I say a patio. So we're going to project something out. Well, first, I want it to start even with the garage. And I want it to be so I'm going to find the bottom of it. Right, I found this leading edge and then the bottom orthogonal, and that tells me where it connects to the corner of the building. What I can do is go in and create a form and then begin to manipulate that form and change it and watch it grow. And again, like when I'm done and I'm happy with what I've done, then I can go back in and start to play with that line weight idea. Right? Like which lines need to be heavy, which lines can be light, how heavy and light do they need to be, to really get a sense, to try to pop that space forward, right? Like project these closer things closer to me. You might try going light to dark, right there, dark to light. That's a really nice way to do that. That works especially well on big edges. And one of the ways to do it is to just move your ruler a little bit, like that, thick to thin. Okay. You can do that gesturally too without a ruler, pushing and letting off. Okay. So, Hypercube. Bum, bum, bum.